Love is the endeavor to form a friendship inspired by the beauty of the object of love, Seneca reminds us. In our lives, the quest for love and the desire to be loved in return is a journey that can be as complex as it is rewarding. Here, we'll uncover the Stoic wisdom that teaches us to attract and nurture love through character, resilience, and genuine connection. Get ready to explore profound insights that will not just bring love into your life, but also enrich the love you give. First lesson: self-awareness. Self-awareness is the illuminating spark that begins the journey of Stoic seduction. It's about introspection, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, your passions and your triggers. It's the honest dialogue you have with yourself about who you are and what you want in a partner and in love. For example, if you're someone who values deep conversations and intellectual connection, you'll seek out individuals who stimulate your mind and share your curiosity. Understanding this about yourself means you'll prioritize meeting potential partners in environments that foster such interaction, perhaps at a lecture or a book club, rather than at a noisy club or superficial social gathering. In practical terms, self-awareness also means recognizing when you're not ready for a relationship. If you're recovering from past hurts or if personal goals are your current focus, acknowledging this truth allows you to seek relationships when you're truly ready to give and receive love fully. By cultivating self-awareness, you become more authentic in your interactions. You're able to communicate your needs and boundaries clearly, and you're better at understanding and fulfilling the needs of your partner. This creates a foundation for mutual respect and genuine attraction. Second lesson: authenticity. In the realm of love, authenticity is your most compelling charm. To be Stoic is to be free from a pretense, embracing your true self in all its facets. Authenticity means your words and actions are a reflection of your inner values, not a mask worn to impress. Take, for instance, a first date. Rather than adopting what you believe to be popular opinions to match your date's interests, express your true thoughts and listen genuinely. If you find joy in simple pleasures like reading or gardening, share that with enthusiasm. Authenticity shines brightest when you're not trying to mirror someone else, but allowing your true self to be seen. Stoic wisdom, particularly from Epictetus, reminds us that we have the choice to be authentic. He taught that we should not concern ourselves with things outside of our control, and other people's opinions certainly fall into that category. By focusing on what is within our control, our own actions and integrity, we naturally attract those who appreciate the authentic person we are. Third lesson: virtue as attractiveness. In Stoicism, the cultivation of virtue is the path to a fulfilling life. When it comes to relationships, embodying virtues like kindness, honesty, and courage is inherently attractive. These qualities draw people to you, not just for fleeting moments, but for lasting connections. Consider kindness. It's not just about grand gestures, but also the small acts of thoughtfulness. Holding the door for a stranger, attentive listening, or sending a caring message during a difficult time. These acts don't go unnoticed. They signal that you are someone who values others, creating a magnetic attraction. Courage, another Stoic virtue, might mean having the strength to be vulnerable. In a world that often rewards a facade of toughness, showing your true feelings is a breath of fresh air. It invites others to drop their guard and connect with you on a deeper level. Living virtuously creates a natural allure, painting you as someone who is not just attractive, but also good to have in one's life for the wisdom and stability you bring. Fourth lesson: mindful communication. Mindful communication is about being fully present in your interactions, ensuring that your words and listening skills reflect a deep level of engagement. This form of communication is a Stoic practice that involves listening with the intent to understand, not just to reply, and speaking with clarity and sincerity. Imagine you're having a conversation with someone you're interested in. Instead of formulating your next point while they speak, you focus intently on their words, the nuances of their expression, and the emotions behind what they're saying. You then respond with thoughtfulness, addressing their comments directly and adding your insights in a way that shows you truly heard them. In practice, this might mean summarizing what your conversational partner has said before adding your thoughts, a technique that not only shows that you've been listening, but also clarifies understanding. By doing this, you create a connection that is both authentic and deep, fostering a sense of mutual respect and attention that is the bedrock of any strong relationship. Fifth lesson, emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the Stoic armor in the art of love. It allows you to encounter setbacks and rejections without losing your inner peace. It's about accepting emotions as natural, but not letting them dictate your actions or self-worth. In the context of a relationship, emotional resilience could mean facing a disagreement without the conflict defining the relationship. When tensions rise, instead of reacting with hurt or anger, you take a step back, allowing yourself to observe and process your emotions. Then, you choose to respond in a way that aims to resolve the issue rather than escalate it. For example, if a partner cancels plans last minute, rather than letting disappointment spiral into resentment, you might express your feelings calmly and then shift your focus to how you can make the most of the newfound time on your own. Emotional resilience doesn't mean being emotionless. Rather, it's about having a robust emotional center, not easily swayed by the turbulence of romantic entanglements, while still being open and responsive to genuine connection and intimacy. Sixth lesson, understanding human nature. Stoicism teaches us to understand and accept the complexities of human nature. Recognizing that we all have flaws and that perfection is an unattainable ideal helps us to be more forgiving and patient in our relationships. For instance, when someone you care about acts in a way that frustrates you, instead of immediately assigning blame, consider the imperfections that are a part of being human. They might be acting under stress or out of unmet needs. This understanding can foster compassion and open the door to supportive dialogue rather than criticism. In practice, when you encounter traits in others that you find challenging, reflect on similar moments in your own life. How would you want someone to respond to you? By doing so, you cultivate empathy, leading to deeper connections built on mutual understanding and acceptance of our shared human condition. This understanding is essential in forming a bond that can withstand the ebbs and flows of emotional life. Seventh lesson, self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency is not about isolation in Stoicism. It's about drawing strength and contentment from within, which in turn makes you more attractive and composed in your relationships. It's the idea that needing nothing attracts everything. When you cultivate self-sufficiency, you create a life you're content with, whether you're single or in a relationship. This could mean pursuing hobbies that bring you joy, setting personal goals, and maintaining social circles outside of your romantic interests. For example, instead of waiting for someone to fill your Saturday evening, you might join a book club, take a solo hike, or engage in a personal project. This independence is appealing. It shows you're someone who brings value to a relationship, not just someone looking to take. Self-sufficiency is attractive because it signals confidence and a well-rounded life. It tells a potential partner that your happiness is not solely dependent on them, which can alleviate pressure and make the relationship more enjoyable for both parties. Eighth lesson, freedom in attachment. Stoic love is about caring deeply while also holding the wisdom of impermanence. It teaches us to love with open hands, fully engaged in the present, but always aware that everything can change. This is what we call freedom in attachment. This concept can be applied to the way you approach a budding romance. Instead of clinging to every moment or message, you give your affection freely but without the heavy chains of expectation. For instance, if someone you're dating seems less responsive, rather than pressuring or growing anxious, you remain at ease, giving them space, respecting their autonomy, and focusing on your own well-being. By practicing this freedom, you create a relationship that breathes, grows, and evolves naturally. It's a liberating form of love that says, I choose to be with you in this moment because of the joy it brings, not because I fear the loneliness of your absence. It's a powerful stance that not only preserves your inner peace, but also makes you a more relaxed and thus more attractive partner. Ninth lesson, Gratitude. Gratitude in Stoicism is about recognizing and appreciating what is present in your life, rather than fixating on what's missing or what could be better. This approach deepens relationships by fostering a positive environment where both partners feel valued and acknowledged. In practice, this could mean regularly expressing appreciation for the little things, a thoughtful gesture, a shared laugh, or the comfort of each other's company. For example, instead of being upset that a partner has to work late, express gratitude for their dedication and the efforts they make to balance their responsibilities with time spent together. By focusing on gratitude, you shift the dynamic from one of taking each other for granted to one of mutual appreciation. This doesn't just make your partner feel good, it reinforces your own feelings of love and connection too. In the long run, this practice builds a foundation of respect and contentment which are key to enduring love. 10th lesson, balanced investment. The Stoic principle of balanced investment teaches us to engage in relationships with a sense of moderation and wisdom. It's about investing your time, energy, and care in a way that's proportional to the stage and mutual commitment of the relationship. Consider the beginning phases of dating. It's easy to get carried away with excitement and pour all your energy into the new connection. However, a balanced approach would be to continue investing in your personal hobbies, friendships, and goals, even as you enjoy the thrill of a new romance. This not only maintains your sense of self, but also creates a more attractive, multi-dimensional persona. Balanced investment also means not overwhelming your partner with expectations or demands. It's understanding that for love to grow, it needs both personal space and togetherness. By applying this balanced approach, you help to create a relationship that's healthy, sustainable, and based on mutual respect and independence. 11th lesson, meaningful actions. In Stoicism, actions speak louder than words. They are the true measure of one's intentions and character. In the context of love, this translates to showing affection not just through grand declarations, but through meaningful, everyday actions that demonstrate your care and commitment. For instance, if your partner is facing a stressful week, you might prepare a relaxing evening for them without being asked, or if they value physical fitness, join them in their exercise routine. These actions show attentiveness to their needs and a desire to contribute positively to their life. It's important to align these actions with your partner's love language, whether it's acts of service, quality time, physical touch, words of affirmation, or receiving gifts. By doing so, your gestures of love will not only be meaningful, but will also resonate deeply with your partner, reinforcing the bond between you. It's through consistent, thoughtful actions that a Stoic love is nurtured and sustained. 12th lesson, shared values. Shared values are the bedrock of long-lasting relationships. Stoicism teaches us that when two individuals hold similar core values, they create a strong, harmonious union that stands firm against life's challenges. For example, if you value personal growth, seek a partner who also cherishes self-improvement. This shared value can turn into joint activities, like attending workshops, engaging in deep conversations about life, and supporting each other's goals and ambitions. When both partners are aligned in their fundamental beliefs, they experience a sense of unity and direction that is deeply fulfilling. Moreover, shared values foster a mutual understanding and respect. They provide a common language and a framework within which both partners can navigate the complexities of life. This alignment doesn't require that you agree on everything, but that you have an underlying agreement on what is fundamentally important in your lives together. It's this depth of connection that can make love both resilient and rewarding. 13th lesson, compassionate honesty. Stoicism doesn't shy away from the truth, but it advises delivering it with compassion. In relationships, this means being open and honest about your feelings, needs, and concerns, while also considering the impact of your words on your partner. If something is bothering you in the relationship, instead of letting resentment build or expressing your feelings in a way that could be hurtful, approach the conversation with kindness and empathy. For instance, if you need more alone time, don't frame it as a deficiency in your partner. Instead, express it as a personal need that helps you recharge and be a better partner. Compassionate honesty builds trust and intimacy. It allows you to navigate the sometimes rocky waters of relationship dynamics with care, ensuring that both partners feel heard, respected, and loved. It's about being truthful in a way that strengthens rather than damages, and that deepens the bond you share. 14th lesson: respectful intimacy. In Stoicism, the quality of our relationships is a reflection of the respect and intention we bring to them. This is especially true when it comes to intimacy, which should be approached with a sense of respect for both the physical and emotional well-being of both partners. Respectful intimacy means being attuned to each other's comfort levels and boundaries. It's not just about physical pleasure. It's about creating a connection that honors the vulnerability and trust shared in intimate moments. For example, it involves seeking explicit consent, being open about desires and limits, and ensuring that both partners feel safe and valued. This approach to intimacy can deepen the trust and connection in a relationship as both partners feel cared for and respected. It's about recognizing the sacredness of the shared space between you and cherishing it with the dignity it deserves. Such mindfulness in the most vulnerable aspects of a relationship is a testament to its strength and the maturity of those within it. 15th lesson: independence. Independence in a Stoic sense is about cultivating your own life and finding fulfillment from within. In love, this means building and maintaining an identity that is separate from the relationship. It's about having your own goals, interests, and friendships. For instance, rather than spending every evening with your partner, you might dedicate a night each week to a personal hobby or catching up with friends. This not only nurtures your personal growth, but also brings new energy and experiences into the relationship, keeping it dynamic and interesting. Independence is attractive because it signals confidence and a rich, multifaceted life. It suggests that while you choose to share your life with someone, you don't depend on them for your happiness or sense of self. This level of independence can prevent relationships from becoming claustrophobic or stagnant, ensuring both individuals grow both together and apart. 16th lesson: continual growth. The Stoic pursuit of continual growth is about embracing the journey of self-improvement and wisdom, both individually and within the context of a relationship. This principle encourages us to view every experience as a chance to learn and evolve, not just as individuals, but also as partners. Imagine a scenario where you and your partner encounter a conflict. Instead of allowing it to drive a wedge between you, see it as an opportunity to develop better communication skills, to understand each other's perspectives more deeply, and to strengthen your bond. Discuss what you've learned from the situation and how it can inform your future actions. In the spirit of growth, it's also essential to encourage and celebrate each other's personal achievements and milestones. If your partner decides to pursue a new hobby or career path, support them wholeheartedly. This reciprocal support not only nurtures the individual spirits, but also cements your unity as a couple. Continual growth also involves periodically stepping back to reflect on the relationship itself. Are you both satisfied? What can be improved? This level of honesty and willingness to adapt is a testament to a mature, evolving partnership where both parties are committed to nurturing a thriving, loving connection. 17th lesson: the art of letting go. Stoicism teaches the art of letting go with grace, recognizing that some things, including relationships, are not meant to last forever. This principle helps us to maintain a healthy detachment and to approach endings with a sense of peace rather than despair. Mastering the art of letting go might mean ending a relationship that no longer serves you or your partner in a constructive way. It's acknowledging that despite the effort and time invested, clinging to something that has run its course only leads to suffering. For example, if you find that your paths and values have diverged significantly, the Stoic approach would be to part ways amicably, cherishing the good times and lessons learned rather than harboring bitterness or regret. Letting go can also apply to forgiving past grievances. Instead of holding on to old hurts, choose to release them. This doesn't negate the pain caused, but frees you from the weight of carrying it indefinitely. The art of letting go is ultimately about appreciating the transient nature of life's experiences. By embracing this fluidity, we remain open to new possibilities, ready to love and live fully again. It's a practice that not only preserves our emotional well-being, but also prepares us for the next adventure that life has in store. 18th lesson: understanding love as a preference. Stoicism teaches us to see love not as a need, but as a preference, a preferred indifferent in Stoic terms. While love can greatly enhance life, it should not be considered a requirement for happiness or a virtuous life. Understanding love as a preference means you enjoy and cherish it when it's present, but you do not become dependent on it for your personal well-being or moral worth. In practical terms, this mindset helps you enter and maintain relationships without the pressure of needing them to be happy. You approach love with a full and self-sufficient heart. For instance, when dating, instead of anxiously trying to secure a second date because you fear being alone, you can enjoy the process and let things unfold naturally, confident that your happiness is not contingent on the outcome. This understanding can also prevent the all-too-common issue of clinging to a relationship out of fear rather than genuine affection. It encourages you and your partner to remain together out of mutual respect, love, and enjoyment of each other's company, not out of a sense of desperation or incompleteness. When love is seen as a joyful addition rather than an essential component, relationships can flourish under the light touch of freedom and choice. This perspective fosters a healthier, more balanced dynamic where love is given and received freely without the weight of neediness or demand. 19th lesson: the role of fate. Stoicism places great emphasis on the role of fate, acknowledging that certain aspects of life, including aspects of our relationships, are beyond our control. This recognition encourages us to focus on our responses to these events rather than on the events themselves. Understanding the role of fate in love means accepting that despite our deepest affections and most earnest efforts, some relationships may not unfold as we wish. Perhaps external circumstances, such as career moves or intrinsic changes like personal growth, can create paths that diverge. When you embrace this, you learn to treasure the present moments with your partner and not to hold on to expectations for the future too tightly. In practice, this might mean acknowledging and accepting differences that cannot be reconciled, or recognizing when it's time to support your partner's dreams even if they lead away from you. It's understanding that fate's role isn't a verdict to be lamented, but a natural part of life's journey to be navigated with wisdom and courage. The Stoic's relationship with fate is not passive resignation, but active engagement with the present, investing fully in the relationship while it lasts, and having the strength to adapt gracefully to whatever may come. This balanced approach can alleviate the fear of loss and empower you to love with a full but open heart. 20th lesson: patience. Patience is a virtue highly esteemed in Stoic philosophy, and its role in relationships cannot be overstated. It's about giving time its due course, to understand, to grow, to heal, and to love. Patience acknowledges that the seeds of a strong relationship often need time to germinate, grow, and bear fruit. In practical terms, patience in love means not rushing emotions or pressuring for commitments before they're naturally ready. For instance, you might feel eager for a new relationship to progress quickly to match the intensity of your feelings. However, Stoicism would advise allowing the relationship to unfold at its own pace, giving both partners the space to breathe and develop a connection organically. Patience is also about enduring the challenges that inevitably arise in any partnership. Instead of expecting immediate resolutions to conflicts or instant changes in behavior, You give time for reflection and mutual understanding. It's the patience to listen to a partner's struggles without jumping in to offer a quick fix or to wait for the right moment to express your thoughts and feelings. By practicing patience, you create a nurturing environment for love to mature. It's a commitment to a journey taken together, step by step, with the wisdom to know that some of the most profound bonds are those that have taken time to deepen and strengthen. In closing, these 20 lessons from Stoic philosophy provide a rich tapestry of insights for fostering love and being loved. They remind us that relationships are as much about self-discovery and personal virtue as they are about connection and affection. As we apply these lessons, let's remember that love, in the Stoic sense, is a part of our journey to becoming better individuals and contributing to the common good. It's about growth, joy, and finding harmony both within ourselves and with others. Thank you for joining this exploration of Stoic love. May these principles guide you to meaningful, enduring relationships. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments, and if you found these insights valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Until next time, let love be a space for growth, not just a destination.